All right, let's talk about social media. We're going to peel back the curtain and look at its hidden price. And no, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about something much more valuable, something happening inside your own brain, a little chemical called dopamine. You see it every day, right? The perfect vacation photos, the glamorous parties, the thousands of likes pouring in. But have you ever stopped to wonder what's actually going on behind that screen? What is the real price of chasing that digital fame? That's the question we're here to answer. And to really get it, I want to tell you a story about a young woman. Like so many people, maybe even like you, she had this big dream. She wanted to become a social media influencer. Now, when she started, it was all about passion. I mean, she wasn't just snapping photos. She was building an entire world. She'd spend hours planning the perfect shot, finding the most beautiful locations, editing until every single pixel was just right. In the beginning, it was absolutely thrilling. And this is where it all begins. Every like, every comment, every single new notification that popped up on her screen gave her brain this little jolt of pure pleasure. It was this incredible rush that made all that hard work feel totally worth it. And it kept her coming back, hungry for more. So what exactly was that rush she was feeling? What was going on in her head? Well, that brings us to the real star of our show today, a little something called fast dopamine. It is, without a doubt, the secret engine that makes the whole social media machine run. So, look, dopamine is your brain's reward chemical. But the kind social media gives you is different. It's fast, it hits you instantly, it's intense, and then poof, it's gone. This isn't the slow dopamine you get from, say, finishing a marathon or learning to play the guitar. Oh no, this is the quick, unpredictable jackpot you get from a slot machine. Every time you post, you're pulling the lever, just hoping for a big payout. And this loop right here, this explains everything. It's so simple. It's brilliant. You post something, you get a notification. That triggers a hit of happiness, that sweet dopamine rush. But then it fades. And that leads you right to the last, most important step. Repeat. You're right back where you started, chasing that feeling all over again. And make no mistake, these platforms are masters at keeping you stuck in that loop. Those constant notifications, they're basically a leash designed to pull you right back in. The unpredictable rewards, the chance that your post might just go viral, that keeps you gambling. And the algorithm learns exactly what to show you to give you that quick fix, especially when you're feeling down or a little lonely. So let's get back to our influencer story, because this seemingly harmless cycle, well, it started to take its toll. The endless chase for the next like, the next comment, it started to have some serious consequences. Before she knew it, her dream felt more like a prison. The fun was gone, replaced by this gnawing anxiety. And the craziest part, she had thousands of followers, thousands of people watching her every move, and yet she felt completely and utterly alone. And then, the next piece of the trap snapped shut. We're talking about social comparison. She'd spend hours just scrolling, looking at all these other perfect lives, and this toxic little thought started to grow in her mind. My life isn't good enough. Her own reality, even the perfect version she created online, felt worthless compared to everybody else's highlight reel. Her story is a textbook case of what this dopamine trap does to us. I mean, look at this list. The anxiety, the depression, the inability to focus because you're so distracted, the terrible sleep from scrolling all night, and maybe worst of all, how it makes us forget about the real people and real responsibilities right in front of us. This right here, this chart shows the terrible trade we're making. The rewards from social media are like candy. They're instant, they're temporary, they're superficial. But real life rewards, building a friendship, finishing a tough project, those are earned, they're sustainable. They're like a full nutritious meal. We're trading lasting fulfillment for a quick sugar rush, and we don't even realize it. So what? Is it hopeless? Are we all just puppets of the algorithm? Absolutely not, because our influencer, she hit rock bottom, and she decided it was time to cut the strings and take back the controls. She did something that feels almost revolutionary these days. She just logged off. It was a full-on digital detox. It was a conscious choice to step away from the performance and figure out who she was without all the likes and comments. And that right there was her turning point. And the way she did it is a roadmap for any of us. First, she got serious about time limits.
Then, she killed that constant buzzing by turning off most of her notifications. She made places like her bedroom a phone-free zone. She started replacing endless scrolling with actual hobbies. But the most important thing she did? She started investing her time and energy in real, face-to-face connections again.
You see, her story is so important because it's not just about one person trying to be an influencer. It's a mirror. It's the story of our relationship with these incredibly powerful platforms. Through all this, she learned a massive lesson. The happiness she'd been chasing online, it wasn't real. It was a temporary chemical illusion, cleverly designed not to make her fulfilled, but to keep her hooked. It was a trap, and she had finally found the way out. And what she found on the other side of that screen was so simple, yet so powerful. And it's our final key idea for today: real relationships. She discovered that true, lasting happiness doesn't come from a notification. It comes from a real conversation, from sharing a laugh, from the kind of genuine human connection that you could never, ever measure with a like button. And so that's where we leave it. These platforms are designed to control our attention, to keep us scrolling. But the story proves we are not powerless. The choice ultimately is always ours. So the final question isn't for her, it's for you. In your life, who's really in control? You or the algorithm?